Welcome to Asia Science Institute, taking a look at current affairs for 22nd October 2016. The news items first. The news items which we have picked up from the Hindu newspaper, the first one is Declare Cow Vigilance Extortionist, Face Plea. So this is regarding a Supreme Court petition being filed presently which is asking cow vigilance to be declared as extortionist. These cow vigilance are people call themselves Gaurakshaks, who have been charged on committing atrocities against Dalits and Muslims. There has been the case in 2015 about Maman Akhlaq from Dadri in Uttar Pradesh, who was lynched, means a mob attacked him and he actually died because of those injuries. So such cases have also come forth. So now a petition is demanding changes here. The Prime Minister also had recently spoke against these cow vigilance. He called them antisocial elements in the society. So, some state laws actually give protection to these cow vigilants. They're called as public servants and they're protected under it. Even in Gujarat, a recent amendment called all employees working in gaushalas as public servants and protected under the provisions, means as public servants protected by the government. So, it's asking for changes here. Supreme Court has asked center and states to respond to this plea. Then the next news item is rules for 40,000 crore forest fund to be ready in a month. So this is regarding CAMPA, Compensatory Afforestation Management and Protection Act. So this act has been passed by the parliament recently. An ad hoc CAMPA was already started off by the Supreme Court. So it was Supreme Court's initiative because under the provisions of the acts, Indian Forest Act, Protection Act, all those forest land which is diverted for developmental purposes or any industry or any other purpose, non-forest purpose, it has to be compensated for. So means the private sector or public sector, whoever is taking over that forest land should pay compensation, so which is collected in this compensatory fund. So this has become 40,000 crores over the years. So it has not been utilized yet because there is no clear provision about how this utilization should take place. So an act has finally come up. So because it should be utilized for afforestation again. So the provisions are there in the act. Now rules will come up which will help in implementation of CAMPA. Then the third news item is TRAI wants Jio rivals to pay 3,050 crore fines. So Jio, Reliance Jio, which was launched recently, it saw problems because its customers could not connect to customers on the other side who had Airtel or Idea and Vodafone as their service providers. So now TRAI, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, has come down strongly against them, calling them that why are these service providers not providing services, switching. So that is seen that the traffic which they are not diverting, what are the illegal activity actually which is taken up by them now is to be compensated for. Actually the licenses can be revoked, but TRAI says that will result in problem for the customers in India. So rather than that, they are heavily being fined now. So that is the award. The fourth news item is World Bank Award for Almaty Dam. So this is a dam in Karnataka for which the efficient work has been done in its restoration, for which World Bank has given an award to it. Then the next news item is New Saudi scheme brings cheers to expat workers. The Nitakat scheme, which is known as Saudization scheme, means more Saudis should be employed in firms, shops in Saudi Arabia. So this is a new scheme which Saudi Arabian government had come up with because of the rising unemployment in its country. So many Indians suffer because of this and they had to come back to India, and also some Indian firms which had been established there, they could not survive anymore because of these stringent measures. So for high-end shops too, 40% Saudis should be employed, and if every one Saudi employee which is not appointed, an employee who is not a Saudi is appointed, then a compensation has to be paid, which is very heavy. Plus for second Saudi not appointed, the compensation is higher. For third, it is much higher. So such stringent measures had been implemented in Saudi Arabia to ensure employment to Saudis there, which is affecting Indians. So now they have come up with a little relaxation in this scheme, which is resulting in Indian workers being able to still work there, and especially for small shops. So that is about this. Then next is Bangladesh to implement Indian correctional system in prisons. So a Bangladeshi delegation had visited India. They studied the Indian jail system and how the correctional system is being implemented to rehabilitate the prisoners too, and they want to replicate this in the prisons in Bangladesh now. So that is the news here. Then the next news item is Alzheimer's disease prevention a step closer, claim BHU researchers. So this is Banaras Hindu University researchers who have been working on prevention of Alzheimer's disease. So Alzheimer's disease is basically again a nervous disorder, nervous system disorder in which the nerve cells are damaged and they die, and this damage is caused due to a peptide, a beta peptide, amyloid beta peptide, which binds to the nerve cells, and then they result in damage to these cells and finally their death. So now these researchers have found a method through which this amyloid beta peptides would not bind to the nerve cells, so they get bound to another protein which is called fibrinogen, and thus the brain cells would not be damaged and saved. So it would result in prevention of Alzheimer's. So they're doing a research on this. They're presently doing the research using blood platelets. So then they would come to nerve cells research also, and finally this research would be approved and accepted. So that is, they are moving closer to in this research. That's what the news is. The next is ED to investigate money trial in Embraer deal case. So this was regarding the Embraer aircrafts which were to be imported by India. So this deal resulted in evidences coming forth of corruption. So middlemen being paid to ensure that the deal passes through. So now Enforcement Directorate is investigating into the money trail. So this is again a case related to money laundering. So that's why it is important for us. Then the next news item is second draft of medical device regulations disappointing. So on medical device procurement, a draft regulation has been brought out by the government. So this has been put in public domain for about a month. So people can respond to this. The industry people can also respond. And based on the responses, a final draft would come up. So people are talking out against this because manufacturers are defined in this regulation as anybody who himself manufactures or gets it manufactured. So it results in even Chinese products being called as manufactured by India. So if they procure those services, so that is, they are saying that this would affect the Indian industry badly and go against the Make in India program. So there are some conditions here. They are, say, conditionalities are more stringent than global norms. So if the expiry date is 10 years globally for medical devices, under this regulation it is 5 years. So that will affect the manufacturers in India who are also exporters, because they have to follow the stringent norms in India and not just the global norms. So that is there. And finally, the last news is Center warns banks of Pakistan cyber attack. So we have recently seen the case of even debit card fraud, which was again because of cyber security, is to be considered a cyber security threat. So still we have to be alert. Center is warning against attacks from Pakistan too now. So banks have to be alert and improve their infrastructure related to security. So those are the news items. Now we'll discuss some of them in detail too. The first one about cow vigilance. So this we have already discussed. Second, about the Kampa. This is Kampa, that whenever forest land is diverted for non-forest purpose, they have to submit an estimated amount into the fund, which is called Kampa fund. The money presently has reached 40,000 crore. This is a little old image. So it is deposited in various nationalized banks. So now a law has been passed under which how to implement this Kampa will be decided. So this is about the Kampa bill too. A national compensatory afforestation fund, state compensatory afforestation fund would be formed, and how this 90% would go to the states. States have the responsibility to implement afforestation activities. 10% would be with the center to regulate and manage how this funding is done and work of the states is undertaken. The funds will be used for these 4 purposes. Here too there are some controversies, because it's not just about increasing forest cover for which the fund can be used and forest regeneration, even wildlife protection comes under it, and anything related to protecting green cover, any infrastructure related to forest areas is also part of it. So there was some controversy regarding such provisions too, that it's not just for afforestation but other activities have also been included under it. So that would result in diversion of the fund for other purposes. So though that is Kampa, it's important because of environment related issue. Then try, we discuss this. That you just need to know. There's nothing very important here. This is about the Almaty Dam. Almaty Dam is here. on Ghatprabha river. You can see here. Ghatprabha, Malaprabha meet together to form Krishna. So it's a tributary of Krishna river in Karnataka. This is Karnataka region. So this reconstruction work, which was under DRIP scheme of the central government, Dam Rehabilitation and Improvement Project. So it is a dam actually of 1956, which was rehabilitation and improvement was undertaken, and it was done with compliance with statutory, regulatory and environmental regulations. So that's why World Bank has awarded them, because, and they were the ones who funded this project also. So the award has been given, recognition has been given for effective work done. Then next is about the Nitakat scheme of Saudi Arabia, which is bringing in more Saudis. So this was the Nitakat scheme. The companies, private firms are categorized into 4 categories: platinum, green, yellow, red. So high Saudization would be done in platinum, green. Yellow, red have low Saudization. So 40% of staff in companies should be Saudi nationals. That's the basic criteria. And if they are not appointing Saudi citizen, then for one Saudi national, Saudi Riyal, they have to give 3,600. Second one, 4,000. This is the compensation which they have to pay if they are not appointing. So this is to ensure employment rates reduce in Saudi Arabia. But it is affecting India badly. So recently the change which they made was that this rates which are there for smaller firms, yellow and red category firms, they can continue employing expatriates and not pay this every Saudi compensation, but the monthly compensation fee will be paid, and they can appoint Indians or expatriates from any country as such. So this would be beneficial for India. So this is one modification which they have announced now, which is in favor of India, and that is in small firms. Then the next news item about Bangladesh studying Indian jail system, correctional system. Then about the Alzheimer's disease research. So this is Alzheimer's disease in which the protein, amyloid beta peptide, it gets bound to the nerve cells, neurons, and they damage. So they get, protein strands get twisted. Peptides are proteins, so they get twisted, and then the brain cells die, the brain area shrinks. And this is a disease which is generally seen in people above 65 years of age. It results in memory loss, mood swings. So it's an old age disease which is seen. So this is the same thing, amyloid peptide. So what they are doing is they will make this amyloid peptide not damage the neuron, not get attached to the nerve cell. Neuron means nerve cell, but get attached to a fibrinogen which will be inserted. So then it can be bound with that, the neuron damage will be eliminated, and thus Alzheimer's can be prevented. So that's the research going on. They are at the initial stage right now. Then this is about the Enforcement Directorate money trail in case of this Brazilian Embraer aircraft EMB 145, which would be supplied to DRDO for building indigenous airborne early warning and control system for the Indian Air Force. So this deal has resulted in a huge controversy. So it was the money laundering, the entire money trail is being seen, that how money was brought into India through countries like even Switzerland, and then the CBI is looking into the matter right now. An Enforcement Directorate also has now launched a case, an investigation into this money laundering. Then this is about the medical regulation, which will result in more stringent requirements for expiry dates. So 5-year expiry date rather than a 10-year expiry date, which is the global norm, will result in Indian exporters being at a loss, and manufacturing being declared as anybody who is manufacturing or getting it manufactured by some other company, would result in Chinese cheap products coming into the Indian market, and affect, which is already seen to right now, and affect the Make in India program of the government. So let's see, these are just the drafts. We'll hear further on this also. And the last news item, that is Center warning about Pakistan cyber attack. So Computer Emergency Response Team India, CERT India, has issued warnings. That's the nodal agency for monitoring and responding cyber security incidents in India. So it collects and analyzes all the data related to cyber attacks, and it also disseminates warnings to various entities in India. It had also issued warnings to banks earlier too in July. Whether it could have been used to prevent this debit cards problem which emerged is still not known. Even RBI issues directives to banks so that they ensure that security infrastructure is strong and such things do not happen. So this is about it.